Hey everybody, welcome to Yuppie News. I want to make a video about something that happened on Friday night. So this would have been November 19th. I just don't think that the Chicago Police Department has gotten enough credit for what they did here. You could jump to the conclusion, I guess is the right way to say it, that they prevented a mass shooting on Friday night from happening when hundreds of people were in downtown Chicago for the Christmas tree lighting event. Now, if you're not familiar with Chicago, the tree is right in the heart of downtown. It used to be in Daley Plaza, and now it's closer to like Lakeshore Drive. It's in Millennium Park. The initial call was there was a man with a rifle. I'm not sure if there was actually a man with a rifle or a pistol. It sounded like from the scanner he had a pistol, not a rifle. But nonetheless, they received a report of a person armed with a gun. I guess that's what they updated Citizen to say. By the way, this is just an hour, maybe an hour and a half after the tree got lit. So this is at the prime time when everybody was in downtown Chicago. And the address was Randolph and State. And here's Millennium Park, where the Christmas tree is. And in this area, you've got lots of hotels. You know, you've got the hotel here. You've got the Metro right here, the Millennium Station Metro. You've got all of your CTA buses that are going this way. It's right by the Red Line, which is another CTA, right by the Brown Line and the whole, the Loop. I'm going to read this from CWBChicago.com. I'll link this article in the description below, but it says, officers saw Antoine Jackson, 19, holding an AR-style firearm in the front passenger seat before the Jeep crashed into a police vehicle. So it sounds like somebody had a gun in the car, in the passenger seat, and maybe they were trying to shoot, maybe they were planning to shoot as the car was driving through these crowds of people, because they're saying that they saw him in the front passenger seat. And then the Jeep crashed into a police vehicle. And that's when the person in the passenger seat holding the rifle or pistol, I'm still not super clear. This is AR style firearm. He jumps out of the passenger seat and runs. And he had the key fob to the Jeep in his pocket. So they know that he's the same guy who was in the Jeep. He's charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, criminal trespass. Now, let me show you a photo of the inside. This is what he had with him, okay? This is what he had with him in the Jeep. So I don't know what he was planning, but the police obviously found him, got him, arrested him, found this in the Jeep, and who knows what he was planning to do. But a huge, huge kudos to the Chicago Police Department for, first of all, being able to be so responsive, because their backlog that night was tremendous. That was not the night to have an emergency in Chicago. There are not a lot of cars, and the cars that are there are in a backlog, but obviously this incident was taking priority, a man with a rifle in a crowd like that. But they were responsive, they were quick thinking, they handled it in the best way possible, and they prevented something absolutely terrible from happening. Now, another interesting thing about this guy is technically an anti-violence worker. So Chicago's anti-violence workers are a group of good Samaritans who are, out trying to make a difference for anti-violence in Chicago. So it's kind of unusual and strange that, one of the anti-violence workers was among one of the folks with this gun. Was he there to protect the crowds from somebody else, or is he the issue here? Who knows what his intentions were? I'm sure that his intentions are going to be coming out more and more as we learn more about him. But I just wanted to give a huge kudos to the Chicago PD. Here's some scenes. Here's some video footage from the scene at Randolph and State. And you can see how busy the downtown area is because it was this Christmas event. Look at all the people here. Let's see. Look at all of these people. And just across the street, you have this whole thing going down. So I'm glad that everybody was safe. Here's another video from a high rise that somebody took, if you can turn your head sideways, I guess. And look at all these people at the Chicago Theater. It's just packed. So a little bit too close to comfort if you were there for a nice little show, Friday evening show. But a huge kudos to the Chicago Police Department, and I think everybody should just give them a huge round of applause.